again. Remember last time we were carrying on with the handlebars. I got all of the slots cut in the handlebars which we needed to. The next thing I think I'm going to have a look at is the switches. I need to put some push button switches on the handlebars. Just need to try and figure out how to attach them. So I'll go across the bench and have a look and see if we can come up with some ideas. So I'm going to look at fitting the switches to the handlebars. Now these are the switches here, just tiny little push button switches, and I may get some little like mushroom type caps to fit on there. So I was having a look at the handlebars. As you can see here, holding on, I'll be able to push them so they want to be round about this area, one on either side. Now I have seen some on the internet, and they're basically like a flat plate there, curved like this, to fit onto the handlebars. So I was going to have one of them either side, then we're going to have a screw in the middle, maybe a countersunk screw to hold it down. So I've been looking for something to make them out of, and I found this length of pipe, should I say. It's quite a thick wall thickness on it, and I don't know what it's made out of. It's some kind of brass, but it's a very light brass, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's some kind of phosphor bronze or something for the bearing material, because I probably got it off my dad when I've been helping him clear out his garage, because he was an engineer for years, and so I wouldn't be surprised, but I've got no idea. But it's a type of brass, so I thought it would look okay. So I've marked that out onto a piece of this brass. You can see there. Bring it up. So I've marked it out, and I'm going to drill 3 holes in there to start with, and then I'll have to make one of them big enough to fit this to fit the switch through. So whatever size that is, we'll drill that same size, and then I'm going to use an M4 bolt in the middle and countersink it to fit that in. Final one will be a stainless steel one probably, and then I'll drill a handlebar to match this. So first of all, I'm going to drill just 3 holes, I think just 3mm for now, and cut this out, and I'll be able to use that as a template, put it in place on the handlebars, and then mark through where the 3 holes have got to go on the handlebar. Right, so that's it. I'll just try taking the sharp edges off with a file a bit, and then we can think about the next stage. I've got a bit of news to tell you, and it's not the fact I've had a new haircut. It's not it. Some of you may remember I was taught in the past, and I've been a lecturer, school teacher for the past 33 years, teaching electronics, microelectronics, engineering, and I've just took me early retirement. Not quite 60 yet, but say with COVID and everything going on and a couple of little health issues, I thought I think it's time to leave, and I was given the opportunity to take me early retirement, so I've done that. So it means I may be spending a little bit more time doing this type of thing. I'm going to get myself a part-time job. I think I may go as an electrician for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, and do this for the rest of the week. So it'll give us opportunity to catch up on some of the projects I've got planned, and also I'm doing bits of jobs now and again for some friends when they want work doing. So that's it drilled and that. The only thing I need to do now is get it to fit onto the bar. Now it's not quite the right radius for the bar, it's not quite a big enough diameter. So what I'm going to do, this is the piece of pipe I used for the mock-up. It's a 1-inch pipe. So I put that on there and squash it so it takes out the radius a little bit. Yeah, perfect that. Right, so what I'm going to do with that is take it now and put on the handlebars, maybe it's taped in place, and then drill through the holes just to mark it whereabouts we need the handlebars drilling, so I know it's going to be in exactly the right place. Right, so I've taped that in place. Go on to the drilling machine now and see if we can copy drill them. Right, so we've got a pilot hole drilled for those three. I think the next thing is to drill this one at 3.2 and then I can thread it for a M4 bolt, and these two for the switches I'm going to drill those at 8mm and it'll give us a little bit of clearance. Right, so I've got the 3.2mm drill set up in the drilling machine. I'll just take this bracket off. So we're only going to drill the bars for now, and then we'll drill the little plate in a second. So it's 3.2, so I'll do the centre one. Right, next to 8, that's for the 2 switches. Right, so next I need to drill the plate, so we'll need a 4mm hole in the centre, and whatever size we need for the clearance for those switches. So it's drilled, just need to try and get a nice radius around the top here and straighten the edges off. So we'll put a fresh piece of tape on. I'll draw a new curve on first. Right, so I'll get a piece of tape on there and mark it out again, and we'll try and get it in the right shape. You can see this side is dropping down compared with that side, but it was only cut using the angle grinder. See if we can get a centre line. As near as I can to the centre of those holes. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, I need to try and mark it to get a nice radius round here. So I'll tell you what, it's 5mm holes, so if I can get a 5mm bolt through there, then we'll be able to mark it out from there. Not a bad fit. Right, there's the belt sander just to round these corners off. Had a bit of a moment with my belt sander. I've lost a little bit of the width of it, but it's still working alright. So we'll finish this off then. Right, so we'll try the switches in now. Right, got the plate ready. What I need to do now is tap this hole, 4mm hole. So we'll just quickly do that and try this in place. See, they're not fair strong, these bars, the steel they're made from and the thickness. Could feel the tap. straining a little bit, flexing. I'm trying to tap it. Is it right? Need a cloth. There it is. Just check the screw in there. Yep, that's okay. Then we'll get these switches on the plate. One on. I've got a screw there for this, but it's a little bit long. I'll see if I've got a shorter one. So that should put one to there. So all of the cables coming through, soldered onto these, and then that'll drop into place with the screw in. Right, so there's a screw, a shorter one. So I'm riding, they're just going to be underneath there. So one of them might be the right indicator and the other one their dip beam, maybe something like that. Just need to clean it up a little bit, dress it up and polish it, and I'll do the same for the one on the other side. Right, so apart from the cutting the cables to the right length and putting the new nipples on the end, I think that's everything I need to do for the handlebars now. So I think what I'll do is I'll move on and we'll do maybe the headlight bracket next, and the top yoke. Cut there's some little brackets on it which I'm not going to use and they don't look too pretty, so I'm going to cut that off and dress that up. So I think that'll be the next job. Anyway, so I hope everybody's enjoyed it, and hopefully you found something of use for your own builds. So until next time, stay safe